Historians and biblical scholars have proposed several naturalistic explanations for the first plague. The most widely accepted theory is that the reddening of Egypt's waters was caused by the spread of red-colored algae. The Church does not accept this or other naturalistic explanations, preferring to rely upon the mysterious and miraculous power of God. Notwithstanding the Church's belief that the plagues are unexplainable, there is a way to reliably identify the cause and method of the rivers of blood. The book of Revelation holds the key to the mystery of the plagues. Our thesis is that the Exodus and Apocalypse are similar events with a similar cause. Most of what happened during the time of Moses will occur again when Jesus Christ returns. This is true of the plague of blood. John's Apocalypse records the mirror event of the first plague and does so with great specificity. The future plague will be worldwide and not centered upon one nation, Egypt. According to the Revelator, 1/3 of the sea, referring to the oceans of the world, will become blood. Like the Exodus, the bloody waters of the future plague will kill marine life. Additionally, it will destroy ships. The Mosaic account does not identify the origin of the blood. The rivers and waters simply become blood red when smitten by the rod. John, on the other hand, saw where the blood came from. It came from heaven, mingled with hail and fire. In other words, the blood came from above the earth. It was extraterrestrial, and it was a part of a larger catastrophic event. The direct cause of the reddening of the sea was a great mountain burning with fire. The mountain was cast into the sea. For many mainstream scholars, this can only be a volcano. But within the framework of the polar configuration, which is the basis of John's symbolism, the mountain is something else entirely. Before we identify the mountain, however, we must first identify the origin of the cataclysm. John is quite clear on his point. He identifies the ultimate cause of the hail, fire, and blood as a star. Since the star moves and is quite close to Earth, it is, in modern terminology, a planet. John called the star Wormwood, since it caused the waters to be bitter, not to mention deadly. The word John used and translated as wormwood was absinthos and refers to Artemisia absinthium. Wormwood is an herb with a bitter taste and has many useful medicinal properties. But John is not talking about the herb itself. He's using the herb to name a planet. The bitterness of the herb describes the property of a planet which causes the waters of the world to become bitter. The interesting point here is that John didn't need to name the planet as Wormwood. He could have simply described the bitterness of the waters as he did with the bloody color of the sea. Unless the name Wormwood had a known relationship to a specific planet and the Revelator wanted to use the name of the planet to symbolically reveal the identity of the planet. Wormwood has long been known in astrology and herbal lore as an herb of the planet Mars. Mars is the planet that governs the plant. Nicholas Culpeper, an English botanist, physician, and astrologer, and pioneer in the systemization of herbal and pharmaceutical knowledge, had a lot to say about the relationship between Wormwood and the Red Planet. In his famous catalog of herbs, The Complete Herbal, Culpeper discussed the connection between herb and planet at great length. In this short citation, Culpeper includes the ancient lore of Mars as a bringer of disease and pestilence, as well as the planet's restorative and healing power. We'll discuss these characteristics later in reference to the pestilences of both the Exodus and Apocalypse. Wormwood's connection with Mars and with no other planet makes perfect sense within the context of John's revelation. After all, the identification of the star Wormwood as the planet Mars merely supports John's subsequent identification of the agent of the Apocalypse as Apollyon, which is Mars.